In the world of government finance, clarity is king. Every rupee collected and spent by the government belongs to the people, and it is vital to track this money with accuracy and honesty. This is where International Public Sector Accounting Standards, or Ipsas, come into play. These are a set of rules designed specifically for governments and public bodies to manage their finances. Think of them as a universal language for public money, ensuring that financial reports from different countries can be understood and compared. This helps everyone, from citizens to international partners, see a clear and true picture of a nation's financial health. At the heart of these standards is Ipsas 9, which focuses on revenue from exchange transactions. This might sound complicated, but the idea is quite simple. It provides clear guidelines on how a government should record its income when it provides goods or services in return for payment. This is different from tax revenue, which is collected without a direct exchange. For example, when a government-owned postal service sells stamps or a public university charges tuition fees, that is an exchange transaction. Ipsas 9 ensures this income is recorded at the right time and for the right amount, preventing confusion and potential mismanagement of funds. Imagine a government department that runs a public park and charges a small entry fee. Under older, simpler cash-based systems, the income might only be recorded when the cash is physically received. However, Ipsas 9 requires a more sophisticated approach. It asks us to recognize the revenue when it is earned, not just when the money arrives. This means if someone buys an annual park pass in December for the next year, the revenue is properly allocated to the period when the service is actually used. This provides a much more accurate reflection of the department's financial performance over time, preventing misleading financial statements. This standard is a cornerstone of moving towards a more modern, accrual-based accounting system. The difference is like comparing a simple diary of cash spent and received to a detailed business ledger. The simple diary shows you the cash you have on hand, but the detailed ledger shows your true financial position, including money you are owed and bills you have yet to pay. For a country like Pakistan, adopting Ipsas 9 is not just a technical upgrade. It is a fundamental step towards building greater trust and accountability in how public resources are managed for the benefit of all its citizens. For many years, Pakistan's public sector accounting operated on a traditional cash-basis system. This method is straightforward. It records money only when it is actually received or paid out. While simple, this system has significant limitations. It does not provide a complete picture of a government's financial obligations or assets. For instance, future pension payments owed to government employees or long-term infrastructure maintenance costs might not appear in the financial reports. This can hide underlying financial challenges, making it difficult for policymakers to plan effectively for the future and manage the country's resources wisely. Recognizing these shortcomings, Pakistan has embarked on a journey of reform. The goal is to transition from this outdated cash-basis system to a more comprehensive accrual basis of accounting. This is a monumental shift, kind of like upgrading from a basic calculator to a powerful computer. An accrual system records transactions when they occur, regardless of when cash changes hands. This means revenues are recorded when they are earned and expenses are recorded when they are incurred. This change is essential for full compliance with the suite of Ipsas standards, including the crucial Ipsas 9, to improve financial management. This transition is not just about adopting new rules. It is about fundamentally changing how the government thinks about its finances. It pushes for a more long-term perspective. For example, if the government builds a new motorway, the old system would just show the large cash payment made to the construction company. The new accrual system, however, would also account for the long-term value of the motorway as a national asset and the future costs required to maintain it. This provides a far more honest and complete view, helping to ensure that today's decisions do not create hidden financial burdens for future generations. The move towards modern accounting systems like those prescribed by Ipsas is driven by a desire for greater transparency and efficiency. International partners and lending institutions, such as the World Bank and the IMF, often encourage these reforms as they promote good governance. For Pakistan, this journey is a bold statement of its commitment to strengthening its public financial management. It is a promise to its people that their money will be managed with the highest standards of professionalism and care, ensuring that every rupee contributes effectively to national progress and development. Leading this ambitious financial revolution in Pakistan are two key institutions: the Auditor General of Pakistan and the Controller General of Accounts. The Controller General of Accounts is responsible for preparing the government's financial statements and maintaining its accounts. They are the ones on the front lines, implementing the new systems and ensuring that day-to-day transactions are recorded according to the new accrual-based rules. Their role is to build the new accounting framework, piece by piece, ensuring it is robust and reliable across all levels of government, from federal ministries down to local district offices. Working alongside the Controller General of Accounts is the Auditor General of Pakistan. The Auditor General acts as the nation's chief financial watchdog. Their job is to audit the accounts prepared by the Controller General of Accounts and other public sector entities to ensure they are accurate and comply with all the relevant laws and standards, including Ipsas. The Auditor General provides an independent check, holding the government accountable for how it spends public money. By verifying that standards like Ipsas 9 are being applied correctly, the Auditor General helps to build public trust and confidence in the government's financial reporting, assuring citizens that the numbers are credible. However, this journey of reform is filled with significant challenges. Implementing a standard like Ipsas 9 across the entire public sector is a massive undertaking. One of the biggest hurdles is capacity building. Government accountants and financial managers, long accustomed to the simpler cash-based system, need extensive training to master the complexities of accrual accounting. This requires a huge investment in education, workshops, and continuous professional development to ensure that thousands of public servants have the necessary skills to apply these new international standards correctly and consistently. Another major challenge lies in upgrading the technological infrastructure. The existing financial information systems were designed for cash-based accounting and may not be capable of handling the sophisticated requirements of accrual-based Ipsas. This means Pakistan needs to invest in new software and IT systems that can track assets, liabilities, revenues, and expenses in a much more detailed way. Integrating these new systems across countless government departments is a complex, time-consuming, and expensive process that requires careful planning, political will, and sustained effort over many years to achieve successfully. The adoption of Ipsas 9 and other related standards is more than just a technical exercise in accounting. It is a powerful tool for building a more prosperous and accountable Pakistan. When government revenue from services like licensing, public utilities, or state-owned enterprises is recorded accurately and transparently, it becomes much easier to see how well these entities are performing. This allows for better decision-making. Policymakers can identify which services are generating sufficient revenue and which may need reform or better management, ultimately ensuring that public resources are used more efficiently and effectively for the public good. This enhanced transparency directly leads to increased trust. When citizens can easily access and understand clear, reliable financial reports, their confidence in public institutions grows. They can see for themselves that the government is being a responsible steward of their money. This fosters a stronger relationship between the state and its people, encouraging greater public participation and support for government initiatives. Furthermore, international investors and development partners are more likely to engage with a country that demonstrates a strong commitment to financial transparency and good governance, potentially unlocking new opportunities for investment and growth. Of course, the road to full Ipsas implementation is long and requires unwavering commitment. There will be obstacles to overcome and moments of difficulty. It demands continuous investment in people and technology, as well as a cultural shift within the public sector towards greater accountability. However, the potential rewards are immense. A transparent financial system is the bedrock of a strong democracy and a thriving economy. It helps to reduce opportunities for corruption, ensures that public spending is directed towards national priorities, and builds a solid foundation for sustainable development for all. Ultimately, the move towards standards like Ipsas 9 is a message of hope for Pakistan's future. It signals a dedication to building a modern, efficient, and transparent state that serves its citizens with integrity. By embracing these global best practices, Pakistan is not just improving its accounting books, it is investing in a future where public finance is managed with clarity, accountability, and a clear focus on progress. This journey, though challenging, promises a brighter, more financially secure tomorrow for the nation and its people, built on the solid ground of trust and transparency.